Hello. So as you see, it's not a ghost, it's me. So my name is Brooksey, and I'm a consultant, obviously with Rodent and Fields as well, and I have been for almost 2 years. My routine has changed over the years. I think I started off with reverse because of my sun damage. I had pretty significant dark spots from loving to be in the sun. And then I switched to redefine because of my lovely lines and wrinkles, especially around my eyes and on my forehead, and I would say kind of around my mouth area. And so now it's changed a bit. So in the morning time, I actually will do the mask, and then I will rinse off the mask, and once I'm done with that, I will do the reverse as well. So I'll kind of show you how I do that. All right. So I get a rag and I go upwards when I take off the mask because I don't want any more gravity pulling down my face. Kind of lukewarm. So the reason why I incorporated the reverse back into my regimen is because I noticed that since I still go outside a lot, even in the winter time, I wasn't totally getting rid of my sun damage was coming back. So I was like, I need to do both. So I decided to do the mask in the morning and then just kind of work the areas that are still dark. And I put the mask down here too on my neck, because you definitely don't want to forget the neck. I think a lot of people are like, I already do my face, I don't need to do the neck. Well, then it really shows when you start aging. Neck and hands, it's really important to do that. Okay, and so then I take the reverse exfoliating wash, and I do just a tiny bit on the areas that are still dark. And you do have to be careful with that, because you don't want to have like a white patch, you know. Since I do still have dark spots around my sun stash, some spots around my eyes, and down over here and on my chin, I kind of work that general area, and just kind of do that. So I don't go all over. I kind of work the areas that are bad. I don't just sit there and scrub that area, because I definitely, like I said, I don't want it just to be extra white and then a different color. But that hasn't happened so far. So I'm able to kind of just isolate the area that I want. And then I take that off. And you'll definitely find that the longer you use the products, you are able to kind of pinpoint what you really like. Something else that I'm going to start doing is I'm going to, for a while, just do the redefine only again, but I'm going to use the mask. So I'm going to use the reverse mask 3 times a week, because it's going to help lighten, you know, my overall skin. And then in the summer, I'll probably go to reverse more, because like I said, I love the sun and I don't really want to stay out of it. So after I do that, then I do the toner. And, you know, it kind of depends on the day, but a lot of times in the morning, I'll go ahead and use the pore minimizer, because I do have some pretty prominent pores around my nose. And so I like to use that to kind of shrink those down. But then there are days that I use the reverse as well. So kind of just depends on, you know, I guess my mood. So I take the toner and I go all around my face. And the good news is they all do work together. But I would say if you just start for best results, since it is multi-med therapy, you should do things the way they tell you to at the beginning, and to get the results they want. Like if you're really trying to get rid of dark spots, I would stick with reverse day and night, just like it says. I wouldn't just do it in the morning. I wouldn't just do it at night because it won't work. I'm going to be honest. When I first got it, I just did it at night because I barely washed my face before. So I was like, I'm not going to wash my face twice. That's just silly. Yeah, well, if you don't, you're not going to get the results you want, and pretty much you're just going to be wasting your money. So, just like I'm a hairstylist, I can tell my hair people, you know, this is an investment, so make sure you're using it wisely. That goes with Lash Boost or anything else. If you're not using it as you're supposed to, then you're wasting your money, honestly. And none of us want to waste our money, especially right now. So I do the toner, and then after I do that, I will use the Skin Lightening Treatment by Reverse for those stubborn dark spots. And anyone that has had dark spots or is dealing with them now knows they're stubborn. They are really stubborn. So I take that and I put it over my certain areas that really, really are a big issue. I am a hairstylist that commutes back and forth from Stillwater to Tulsa. So for the last 9 years, I have been commuting, and this is the side of my face that has the most lines and wrinkles and sun damage because of the window. It's crazy how that works. So I put that on there, and then after that, I will do the sunscreen, 50 plus sunscreen in the Reverse. And in the winter, I'll do probably Redefine. But since we're getting into spring, summertime again, I'm going back to this. And like I said, the longer you use it, the more you will be able to see what works best for you. And it just feels good. And everything smells so fresh. It's not overpowering. I've used some stuff in the past where I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't take that all day. You can't even tell you have anything on. It's just a really nice, fresh feeling.